She has got 16 Grammy Awards. Count them, 16. Forbes listed her as the 4th most powerful and influential celebrity in the world in 2009. The same year, she was the 3rd top grossing musician, and this girl is not even 30.
She's 28 years old. We're talking about Beyonce. And right before she left for the South American leg of her I Am tour, Beyonce took a break from promoting her new perfume Heat to sit down with us for some really cool girl talk. She goes by one name, Beyonce. Her album I Am, Sasha Fierce, has sold 2.7 million copies. Single Ladies has made pop culture history. And she is currently on a worldwide tour that has already taken her to 66 cities in 12 countries. Last week at the Grammy Awards, she took home 6 statues, and became the most decorated female artist in a single night in the 52-year history of the Grammy Awards.
We put a ring on it.
Not bad for a woman who was only 28 years old.
What was going through your mind the other night at the Grammys?
I think I'm still in shock. I was just overwhelmed, and when I walked off the stage, I just started bawling.
Why do you think you cried? What was it? Just were you overwhelmed?
It's just all the years of hard work and all of the support from my family and everyone that's worked with the label, because everyone's like family, you know.
Sure.
Because I've been doing this a while, and I started so young. We've all grown together. And it's like everything I worked for over the years was all paying off.
That's exactly what
talking
we
about
were
this.
talking about.
Yeah.
When I first met you in 1998 on Regis and Kathy Lee.
Yes.
You were a little girl.
I was.
And I knew right then, I mean, it was easy. Celine Dion, same thing. When she came on early on, you can tell the people they're going to last forever. And you were so grounded then. You could tell you already knew what you wanted, and you knew you could tell she was ready to work as hard as it was going to take.
I was looking at all the pictures the first time I went to the Grammys, and I was like 17 years old.
Just a little girl.
And they had us in the bleachers, and then the next year we were in the pre-show, we won a Grammy, and we were crying, and then the next year we won 2, and just the growth.
So the journey.
The journey.
When we're looking at your list of Grammys, you have more Grammys than Barbra Streisand. You have more Grammys than Tina Turner, than Celine Dion.
And
No,
put together.
Everybody.
I mean, pretty much.
You have more than everybody. What continues to
That is
motivate you to
so
work?
scary.
Is that crazy?
We can show you
Wait,
the numbers.
where are the numbers? Hold on, let's get the
it's
numbers.
unbelievable.
Here it is.
All right,
Tina Turner has 8. Barbra Streisand has 8. Celine Dion has 5. You have 16.
And you're 28 years old. I mean, you're really making it.
You're
making it
terrified.
really rough for any. I mean, what are you going to do when you hit 30? I mean, come on.
Wow. Now what am I supposed to say?
I'd love to thank the Grammys. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'd love to thank my family for all of their support, including my husband. I love you.
When you gave your acceptance speech at the Grammys, it made news, and I didn't really understand why, but they said, oh, Beyonce thanked her husband publicly. Woo, it was a thing. Why is that such a thing? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah?
I mean, we don't really talk about our marriage.
Yeah.
And I guess, just hearing me say husband was
I know.
a big deal.
I know.
I've said it before, but,
It's not a dirty word.
it's not at all.
I think you're so smart to do that.
Thank you.
So smart to just keep something precious for the two of you.
Well, what does motivate you to keep working? Because everyone has something that makes them sort of get up in the morning and continue.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to be like those women that you just named, people that I respect. And, honestly, whenever I do a film, it makes me really miss music. And whenever I do an album, I'm like, I want to challenge myself. I want to play a character and learn something about myself that maybe music can't teach me. It's almost harder. The longer you do something, the harder it is to top yourself or to try to discover what you haven't done yet. And every time I'm like, how can I be different from what I did before? And it's really challenging trying to always grow and make sure your fans are growing with you. Just welcoming you change and take more risks.
Accepting you, yeah.
And that was, we love her. And that was only part 1 of our interview with Beyonce.